Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of SG Dr. Wellness. Coach Alvin here, and today we will have something for you runners and endurance athletes out there. For the longest time, a diet that is low in carbohydrate and high in fats, also known as the ketogenic diet, has been touted as an effective form of weight loss remedy, some even going to the extreme of eliminating carbohydrates entirely from their plate. This sort of eating pattern has actually come under much scrutiny, especially in relation to its sustainability and possible harmful side effects. Some swear by its efficacy, whilst others shudder at its highly restrictive requirements. In recent years, there has been growing interest as to how beneficial this diet would actually stack up for runners looking to improve their stride. Amongst other things, two key elements that boosted such interest stems from the shedding of extra body mass to reduce running effort and tapping on fats as a primary source of energy due to its abundance in our body. Let's discuss more on whether a keto diet is the holy grail for runners. If you have not subscribed to us, it will help us a great deal by smashing the subscribe button now. Let's go! So why fats? Even though the body primarily uses carbohydrate as its go-to source of energy ahead of protein and fats, there is actually a limit as to how much carbohydrate stores the body can accommodate at any one time in the form of glycogen. Fats, on the other hand, has a larger reservoir to tap into and is more energy dense by nature. It is said that by priming the body to more readily utilize fats for energy metabolization, performance and endurance of that individual will naturally improve. But is this all true? Firstly, studies have shown that for the body to be able to burn fats primarily as the body's fuel, it must enter a state known as nutritional ketosis. For an individual to attain this, a prolonged consistent daily diet consisting of more than 80% fat and less than 50 grams of carbohydrates is required. This drastic change in dietary arrangement can be daunting and pose a challenge to many who attempt to adapt to it. Even with the successful conversion of fat fueling, the second aspect to look into will be the quality of this energy source. Fats are indeed more energy dense than carbohydrates, but the rate of energy metabolization from fats supplied to the muscles takes longer when compared to carbohydrate breakdown. It means that as the exercise gets more intense, the quicker the individual on fat fueling hits the wall. This happens when the little reserves in carbohydrate stores actually dry up. The reliance on fat makes working out more and more laborious. There are, in fact, some studies which do show evidence where high-fat diet did improve the performance of those who participated in ultra-marathon events. However, this is a scenario where they specifically exercised long periods, actually longer than marathons, and at approximately up to only 50% of their VO2 max. To further exemplify this finding, there was such a study that tested the performance of 47 ultramarathoners. This group, 6 weeks into a 100-mile race, was split into diets that consisted mainly of fats and proteins and those who consume high carbohydrates as staples. Undergoing the same training regimen, those that were on high-fat diet saw better finishing times than those on high carbohydrates. However, it is also worth noting up to 50% of those that were on high-fat and low-carbohydrate diets did not finish the race, whilst all of those on a high-carbohydrate group completed the 100-mile. Immediate side effects that some may experience whilst going through a high-fat, low-carbohydrate diet may include acute flu-like symptoms known as the keto flu. As the body adjusts towards the new diet arrangement, issues related to the keto flu, which include dizziness, fatigue, headache, diarrhea, etc., may set in. These symptoms might last over a few weeks, where ample rest and avoidance of intense exercises are strongly recommended to be avoided from. This can be counterproductive for runners preparing for their impending races. Also, such diets are best kept at bay for those who suffer from kidney, liver, or pancreatic diseases. Last but not the least, in order to achieve a healthy and effective high-fat diet, the spread is extremely important. So as the name suggests, a high-fat diet does not translate to a free-for-all consumption of deep-fried food or processed meats or animal fats. Rather, ingesting foods that are high in healthy fats such as oily fish, baked nuts, dark chocolate, eggs, white meat, etc. is actually essential. This brings us to the issue of sustainability. In general, these healthy, high-fat foods can be considerably more expensive than an average meal. For those who are considering a long-term relationship with such a diet should be prepared to shoulder the rise in food expenses. Well, in conclusion, whilst many stand by the benefits of a high-fat, low-carbohydrate diet in improving running performance, my opinion, based on many pro-carbohydrate studies and research, is to still adhere to a balanced meal plan. Even though ultra-marathoners might benefit from fat fueling, loading substantially on carbohydrates should still be the way to go for those intending to only cover marathon distances. Likewise, complex carbohydrates, those that are whole grains, beans, fiber-rich foods, must take precedence over the sugary and starchy food fare. To end off, before embarking on any diet that deviates from your usual dietary arrangements, a certified physician or nutritionist should be duly consulted. Alright, hope you have learned more and I have helped you in deciding whether a keto diet is good for your endurance-based activities. Like and share if you have enjoyed the episode. Stay safe and stay healthy.